Hi, Virgo. Welcome in. This is your reading. It's timeless. I don't date the readings. I don't date any of my readings, so I'm going to draw an oracle card for you at the beginning today and at the end of your reading. That's the one. And your card is Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Okay, we're starting with this card. So we'll put it down right here, and then we're going to see what the tarot has to say. Alrighty, so for the sign of Virgo, Spirit, what do we have? Three of Cups. Now, it's funny, I just heard nationality. I don't know why. Okay. So maybe, oh yeah, I feel like if you have a specific, nationality that you have in your family, and that they're talking about you kind of not forgetting what that is, and maybe doing some traditions or being with your family on whatever it is that you do. I mean, I have that. So there's just certain things that that my nationality does, and the way we dance, the music that we listen to, or whatever. So they're talking about that, like having that, like not forgetting that, getting together in some way to honor your nationality. Okay, so that's an interesting start, but it must mean something to someone, otherwise I wouldn't have picked it up. Okay, and we have the Sun card, best card in the deck. So just like this is saying, new exciting new opportunities, so far you're just batting 1,000. I just feel like it's almost like the sun is really coming out for you. Front and center is what I'm seeing. It's like right there. And for some of you, maybe you actually have some kind of a connection with the sun, that of course we all need the sun, obviously. It feeds us, but some people have more of a connection than others to the sun. Okay. What else? Ace of Cups. So this is like overflowing abundance. Not just that, though. It's overflowing emotion. It's like your cup is going to be filled to overflowing with these blessings. It's funny, I just felt like somebody stubbed their toe. Leave it in the comments. Sometimes I get these random energies for things, but I like to throw it out there because it means something to someone. It's like, oh, I should pay attention then, or whatever. So the Hermit is, coming out of a solitary time, following his soul. The light in the lantern is like his soul. He figured out who he was, what he really wants, and now he's following his inner being. He's no longer, caring about what people think or people around them. He was okay. He was okay with his solitude. A lot of people are not okay with solitude. It's a process that you have to go through. It's not easy. And most people can't, or many people can't do it. Can't go through that solitude enough to discover their soul or who they really are. Okay, but you've done that. You're coming out of it and you're following your soul. You're the light of your soul. So, this always looks so kind of scary and like, sad or whatever, but it isn't to me. It's like he's coming out into the light from the darkness, from the solitude. And when you come out, you have illumination. In other words, you know what you want. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but you're prepared. Okay, and I don't have reversals, but when they flip completely upside down, they do that for a reason, that for me to take heed. Okay, so I just feel like there's going to be less obstacles for you, and you're going to have an easier time, or fewer times where you have to feel like you have to defend yourself. And that's part of coming out, knowing who you are, and being in touch with your soul. Because then you don't have to defend yourself. You don't need to. So I feel like you have conquered that part of you, and it's an ongoing thing. It's not like all of a sudden we never get triggered by anything, but overall you're different. You're better at, not having to defend yourself, or, things like that. Like feel like you have to do that. Okay, and we have the Devil card. I'm not going to show the card much because of the naked people on it. So we have the Devil card. So maybe something that someone you've been tied to in some way. So there could have been arguments with whoever it is that you now no longer feel like you have to argue. That's another like byproduct of finding that soul intuition. Okay. I have to watch myself, because otherwise the whole video will be about me teaching you how to connect with yourself. And I try to throw stuff in there, but I don't want to do it. Like all my videos have something in it explaining things on that spiritual level, but I try not to like have your reading be all that. So, okay, so what else for a Virgo that they need to know? All right. Oh, good, good. The World and the Star. More naked people. This deck is going to get me in trouble. So we'll just put them over here. But look what wonderful cards. Okay, and Spirit is talking about you breaking a chain. These two people are chained together. So somehow you've broken a chain. It doesn't, I mean, for some people, yeah, you broke up with the person and you're no longer, involved with them at all. Otherwise, it doesn't have to be that. It just means that you have progressed, and you just look at things differently. So the chain of that bound you negatively no longer can do that. So it doesn't work. When you elevate your consciousness, you're just not in the same place. So a lot of people, people just fall away from your life naturally, because they don't relate to you in the same way that they did. And it's kind of sad, but it's part of that. They can do the work on themselves, and you guys can come back together as friends or whatever down the road, but at the time you just don't jive, So, okay. And we've all had experiences where people, drift apart and then they get back together, and then you kind of have a conversation, and either no, it's not gonna, they didn't, you're not in the same place still, or all of a sudden you realize, okay, All right, so let's have one more card for Virgo, please. All right. So Four of Pentacles. So just being careful with your finances. Yeah, not going overboard. So even if I feel like some of you have like some bounty coming. So I'm getting the word bounty. So just be careful with it. Don't like go crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the word for being modest. Just like not, like you don't really, like just getting what you need and not really being too extravagant about stuff. Because I feel like you might get buyer's remorse if you kind of go overboard. Okay, so just have that in mind. let's draw your final card from the Angel Tarot here, and we'll see. There it is, right off the bat. Okay, we have 10 of air. It says, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. All right, one of the other signs had a card, this card as well, in their reading. But yep, this is it. So it says recovering from an addiction, and you know, the Devil card can represent addictions of, there are a million different kinds. Okay, so you know what it is for you. All right, thanks a lot for being here. Please like, subscribe, do all the things to help the channel grow. I'm going to, I think, be making shorter videos too for all the zodiac signs. I'll probably do it on TikTok and then just share them over here too. All right, take care. Bye.